Tanis is a leading edge psychotherapist, well known for working to heal physical, emotional, and mental traumas and patterns. Tanis teaches her techniques internationally to groups of psychiatrists, physicians, psychotherapists, as well as the general public. And in 2000, she founded the International Institute for Transformation, IIT, which offers programs to assist individuals to become conscious creators working with the spiritual laws that govern our world. Her 8 books have been translated into 7 different languages, and she's committed to helping individuals develop right relationships with themselves, others, and the earth. Tanis's talk today is called The Body's Elemental Role in Ancestor and Family Healing. And it's a experience and a journey today. We're going to go on a journey and an experience, Tanis. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, Karen, thank you for having me. I'm so glad you put me in the Australian leg. Yes, it's a good time for me. I'm in British Columbia, Canada. It's 5:45, and I've been able to be in the garden.
Nice, beautiful. I know it's nighttime. I think it was Darshana was in Eastern, so it was like 8 p.m. for her, and it's about 4 p.m. for you right now, isn't it?
5:45.
5:45, that's right, 5:45. I should remember that. So, darling one, I so look forward to your presentation.
Okay. Hello, folks. Hello, hello, hello. I was on for these last 15 minutes with Darshana. Oh boy, that was fantastic information that she was conveying to us. And like you, I am going to have to rest and take that in again. So I'm really glad all this is being recorded. So we're going to have that opportunity. Now, before starting, because as Karen said, I'm going to be talking about the body elemental, which I call the body intelligence or the body spirit. Eckhart Tolle calls it the inner body. But I'm going to talk about what that is and its role in ancestral and family healing and how important that is for us. However, in order to kind of create a bridge, which I think is really important from what Darshana is talking about and what I'm talking about. She was giving us a lot of important information, but I want us to settle back into our body. Would that be all right? So one of the words that I picked up that Darshana used was allow, that we need to learn to allow. And how are we going to do it? We can't just say to ourselves, well, allow. We're going to do a little chant right this minute, which of course I did not plan on doing. And we'll do it together, okay? And I want you to do allow resonating, especially in your heart. And as we do this, it moves us into the vibration, the frequency, which is a link between being and doing. And this is how we deprogram old programs that are no longer necessary for us to have in this new age. So, just taking a deep breath. And as I do that, and as I hope you do that, you can actually feel your heart vibrating. And as it vibrates, this moves through all the cells of your body, giving it the programming of allowing to be receptive. I don't mean to be hypnotized. We are, in all of us, a state of mass hypnosis anyway, because we are bombarded by media all the time, focusing on 90% of the negative that is happening in the world. And so that is what we have to deprogram ourselves from. And let's talk a bit about body elemental. That is what Rudolf Steiner, the anthroposophist, called it. I like to think of it as the body spirit, because although it is working with us, it is spirit in form. And where does it come from? It comes into us as soon as conception happens. So when conception happens, the body elemental, body intelligence, body consciousness brings the program into our body that we are going to need in order to fulfill our destiny in this life. And when I talk about the program, I mean the physical program of all the genetic material that is needed, the emotional program of our temperament. How come some of us are introverts and some of us are extroverts, and some of us are chatty and others of us are not? It also brings in the mental program of what are our mental gifts. Darshana, for example, has such clear mental scientific thinking. I am a high intuitive. I'm a mystic by nature. So this is how I receive my mental gifts. And above all this, the body elemental, the body intelligence brings in our soul. And all of this is programmed in every cell of our body. And it is able to bring in not just material that is from this life, but I found in working with ancestor and family healing that often we are our own ancestors. So it brings in material from past lives that we also have to learn about so that we can deprogram ourselves from this. And you may be thinking, what is the importance of ancestors right now in this day and age? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? It is, as all Indigenous peoples know, and here we're talking about the Indigenous peoples of Africa, North and South America, Australia and New Zealand, Mongolia and Tibet. And they all talk about the importance of the ancestors. And we know now from our work with epigenetics that we bring down not just the genetic material that we know about at this moment, but also these wounds and traumas that are more emotional, that are programmed into us. And where do they all come from? They come from erroneous thoughts, because everything ultimately starts with our thoughts. So our thoughts are causal. The causal reality determines our emotions, determines our physical programming. So if we're to look at erasing past traumas and pains, things that we no longer need because they are self-limiting, these are the fears, these are the things that come down through the family. Perhaps in your family, you have alcoholism. I know that. I have this in mine. Perhaps you have violent patterns, angry outbursts, perhaps even, unfortunately, incest. You could have lots of wounds that have come down through your ancestors. And so when we become aware of this, and this is the first step, when we work with ancestor and family healing, we have to bring the subconscious to consciousness. And this isn't nearly as hard to do as you think it is. Because right now, with our vibration coming up in the world, we're moving to the Aquarian age. Our whole earth is moving up a frequency. We know this, and we being cells in the body of the earth, each one of us being a cell in the body of the earth, we are all moving up into a higher frequency. And as this happens, we become more aware of what are our fears? Where did they come from? What do we have to examine? What do we have to erase to be healed? And not just to heal ourselves. Yes, this is where it starts, of course, to heal ourselves. And I've been a meditator for several decades, and I think that this is part of the process. Why? Because it teaches us to listen more deeply, to become more intuitive. Prayer can help as well. Psychoanalysis can help as well. But ultimately, working with our body consciousness, as Eckhart Tolle said in one of his books, the very first book, The Power of Now, actually, he said, until you work with the inner body, you will not become fully conscious. And I believe this. It has been my experience. And so this is our destiny in this particular bridge time that we're in between the Piscean and the Aquarian age, to be able to do this. And how lucky we are. And we have all the right tools. We have a time where science and spirituality is coming together. So it doesn't matter what your framework is. You're getting the material, the information that you need right now. And the people are coming into your life. They are the allies that are in your life to help you. Here on the Higher Self Expo, we have these wonderful 30-some co-presenters who are doing this, who are giving many different frameworks. And some will resonate with you, others not so much. That is fine. There is so many different entry points. There is no more error. We've got to get past the good, bad, right, wrong, that, you're not doing it right. Oh, God, it is so old. There is no such thing as an error. Any path we take will ultimately lead us on the journey. And it is the journey that will help us unravel the cellular memory and these locked patterns. It is an organic, transformative process. And the ancestors give us pieces of information as we go along. And you may say, well, where the heck are these ancestors? Well, the ancestors are alive and well. They're not dead. They're alive and well in higher realms. And they want us to be able to erase these patterns. Why? Because they are frozen in certain realms until we do it. So when we become aware of what they are, we heal not only ourselves, we are able to heal the ancestors back in time, because in higher realms, as you know, there is no such thing as space and time. So we heal them back in these other frequencies, and doing ancestor and family healing, we also heal them forward in time, because there is no such thing as time in other realities. So we erase the patterns in the time-space continuum as we're moving from this three-dimensional reality that we call reality, but this isn't true either. We are living in the fourth dimension, the fifth, the eighth dimension, the astral world, the causal world, the soul. We are living and alive in all these realities. And when you work with the body intelligence, you erase it in the cellular which is the most dense form. It is the hardest place to erase it. So you erase it, and it's like a zipper. It erases it up through the astral and all your emotions, and up through your thoughts, and up through right to your soul. And we become a soul-infused personality. And everybody has their own personality. And this is unique, just as a snowflake is unique. And how wonderful that we all have it. But we all can be a vessel for the soul so that we can achieve our destiny in physical form. I love the physical reality that we're in. I love our world. I love all the beings that we share this world with. And we're helping not only humankind in doing this, and not only our personal ancestors, we're helping the collective unconscious of all humanity. And when you think that human beings share 98% of the same DNA as animals, what? Only 2% difference? Yes, yes. So we are doing this not just for human beings, we're doing it for the collective unconscious of all beings on this planet, and for our Earth itself. I was doing a conference earlier today, and it was for youth. It was lovely. It was for anthroposophical youth in the Netherlands. It was their annual conference. And it was very important to talk to them about the time that we're in. This is a challenging time. The unraveling period that we are in right now has only just started. Whether we have our inoculations or not our inoculations is quite beside the point. This is only one little item that is happening that we have to deal with. And in some cases, I would say it gets us off the track of the most important things that we have to deal with, which is the healing of our Earth currently, the healing of ourselves, the healing of humanity, and the healing of the Earth. And this doesn't happen just through an inoculation. No, it happens from the inside out, not the outside in. There isn't a needle that can change that. And this is the reality we're entering, that it is our thoughts that change the reality, not starting at the needle. So that's probably a controversial point right there. So we have, when we're talking about ancestors, it's not just physical ancestors, it's not just past life ancestors, it's spiritual ancestors. They also are helping us. They are the Buddhas and the Jesus and the Paramahansa Yoganandas, all different traditions. They're the white eagles, all the different spiritual masters from all traditions are giving us a leg up right now. We are getting assistance from the great central sun, which is also called the galactic center. A massive amount of energy is coming down into our solar system and our planet that we are responding to, which is helping with this transformation. So let's all of us rise to meet this energy. We are either living in love or we're living in fear. And let's live in love. It's a much higher frequency than fear. So I don't want to talk at you anymore. I would like you to have an experience. And so I've prepared a slideshow for you, a guided visualization, which is about 19 minutes long. And you're going to go on a journey, and you're going to experience your body consciousness and start the first steps in encountering your ancestors and your family healing. You're going to go on a wonderful journey to meet your body intelligence, your body consciousness, and to learn how to heal your biological and spiritual ancestral inherited patterns in your blood and in your body. You're going to learn how your ancestors influence you today and how you can contact them to heal family issues such as addictions, abuse, abandonment. And how do you do this? You do this through working with your body intelligence. Your body intelligence has been with you through all lifetimes, through all this life, and it is programmed into you what your purpose is in this life and how to fulfill it. And you have all the tools you need to do this. So let's start. Start taking a deep breath and completely relaxing while you listen to the lovely music. And the secret of deep breathing is all in the exhalation. The more air you exhale, the more air you'll inhale with your next breath. And as you do this, feel yourself embracing your body from the inside out. How wonderful it is that it keeps you healthy, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You have the exact perfect toolkit to manifest your destiny in this life. And in working with your body consciousness and its intelligence, you can do this. So befriend it. Just give it an internal and external hug. And just fill your heart with appreciation and gratitude for everything that it does for you. It never takes a holiday. It is with you all the time, listening to your thoughts, listening to your conscious thoughts, and listening to your subconscious thoughts. And it programs both. So just love it and realize that this intelligence is your nearest friend. And feel this warmth circulating through your entire body. This gratitude. For its unconditional support and love. Your body consciousness is the same as universal consciousness. It is prana, life energy. It is the quantum field that infiltrates you and every cell of your body. There is no separation between you and your body intelligence and universal consciousness. These are the same. And you are physically what you are emotionally, what you are mentally, and what you are spiritually. There is no separation. And just feel this. Feel yourself expanding into the entire field of what you are. Way beyond your physical body, into your emotional body, your mental body, and your spiritual body, your soul. And feel this merging with universal consciousness. Merging with the universal consciousness and intelligence that creates all form of all beings on this earth. The form of the earth itself, the form of the solar system. Feel yourself merging with the consciousness that expands through your body out into the entire solar system and back further along this wonderful journey to the great central sun, the black hole that manifests all things into form at the exact center of our galaxy, our Creator. And you are this. You are this same consciousness. And even as you are a child of this universal intelligence that has birthed you again and again into the world of form, so you are a part of this. There is no separation. And your body consciousness is the same as this universal consciousness. It only depends on what frequency you listen to. So now we're going to listen to a frequency of love. Just imagine that you feel the unconditional love that has birthed you into the beautiful form you have in this life. And feel this in every cell of your body. This universal love infiltrating your body is at such a high frequency that it is able to erase any negative thoughts or traumas that you have from your family in this life and from your ancestors. You are a child of the divine. A child that is loved unconditionally. And feel this in every cell of your body. Feel that you are perfect as you are. You chose the perfect family, genetically, emotionally, with all of the intellectual gifts and spiritual gifts that you need to manifest your purpose in this life. It is perfect. There is nothing to forgive and nothing to erase. There is no error. Just feel that all is perfect. Everything that you have done, everything that you have left undone is perfect. And just see any resistance in yourself completely evaporating and deeply surrendering to the underlying frequency of unconditional love that is you. And this unconditional love extends backward in time to erase any difficult traumas within your family and ancestors as you heal yourself through love. You heal them. You heal the entire ancestral line. This is a healing journey. This is your purpose. And because there is no such thing as time in higher frequencies or space in higher frequencies, all exists in the present moment. So not only are you healing your ancestral wounds yourself and for your ancestors, you also heal forward in time, erasing any patterns that may come forward through your children, through your nephews and nieces. And because there is no such thing as separation on this higher frequency of divine love, you are also erasing any traumas in the collective unconscious of humanity through your deep love and deep acceptance of yourself. In your union with universal consciousness. And just take a deep breath and embrace this wonderful love. And just resting in this for a moment. Breathing this wonderful love into your physical body, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies that we call the soul. And just placing your hands on your heart, feel this love resonating within you as you bless your body, as you are blessed by this body you have, this life. And know deeply that your body consciousness, your body intelligence is so grateful to you for the gift you are giving it of love. And just listening to the music and doing your deep breathing. When you're ready, you will feel yourself coming slowly back to consciousness, feeling loved and loving of yourself, of your body, of others, and of the divine. Well, hello, welcome back. It's too bad I have to interrupt your nice relaxed state by bringing you back. But I wanted to give you 5 minutes. We still have 5 minutes left in this presentation, and you may have some questions, something that came up for you, something you want to share. And so I thought, I'll give you a little bit longer to do that today. So
amazing. I loved that. That was just amazing, Tanis. Thank you so much. You know, because this is a speaker's presentation, it's so nice to have the music and the visuals interacting with all the talking heads too. So I really honor you for doing that. That was just absolutely beautiful. There aren't any questions thus far. Has anyone got any questions? I suppose everyone is, look at this. Everyone's kind of blissed out. People go,
and maybe some folks went to sleep as well. I think it's a possibility. And that's not the worst thing that could happen.
Absolutely. So maybe you want to just tell people about some programs that you've got going on at the
Oh,
moment.
sure. Yeah. So in September, I am launching an online program on, guess what topic? Ancestor and family healing. And so that's going to be, we're going to be doing our physical ancestors and our tribe and our nation, because our nation and our tribe are part of our physical. And this is, mostly when we think of physical ancestors, we just think of our own family or our own linear line. But we have a tribe. Obviously, I'm Celtic. You can see by my coloring. Other people could be so many different kinds of ancestry. And we have a national karma that we also have to erase. It's not by accident which country we ended up in. So that also is an ancestral part that we do in the physical ancestry. And then that goes on for 10 weeks. And we have community groups that will be international community groups and hosts. I'll be part of it. I'll be actually participating in some of it myself. And then starting in January, we're doing all the spiritual ancestors. So it will be, here we're talking about your past lives. And who are your spiritual ancestors? Is it Buddha? Is it Jesus? Is it Krishna? Who is it? And also your hybrid ancestors, which relates to one of my books, which is called Hybrid. So you think you're human, because some of us are star beings. Other of us are earth beings. And this ancestry is very important as well, that we need to pay attention to. So you can just go to my newsletter, go to my website and my newsletter. And I think we've got a free gift for folks there as well, don't we, Karen?
We do. The free gifts are for people who register. I might pop it up here for the people who are live. It is usually for people that are registered. So if you are watching live, please register, because that's where you'll get all the free gifts. But I'm going to pop up as a special free gift for all the live listeners. I'm going to pop in the chat the link to Tanis's free gift. And Tanis and I were online yesterday practicing for this, and Tanis was chatting away, chat. Tanis was tuning into me. I just love it. You've got so much amazing access. What I love about you, Tanis, is you've got all that, the science and the psychological stuff that you did for years with mainstream, and then you've got this amazing access to the ancestors and spirit and subtle energy and channeling, and you got it all going on, honey one.
Well, I think it's important for people to realize that you can be spiritual and you can still pay your bills and drive your car.
Absolutely.
And I was a corporate consultant for decades, working for people like IBM and accountants and oh my God. And then, taking people on tours around the world. I did this to sacred sites for 22 years. So we can do all of these things, and everybody has to find the right package for them. And if we follow our heart, our soul, it is the right package. Well, hello, Nicholas.
I know we have to go. We've got the beautiful Roman hanging out, waiting to come on. So thank you again, Tanis. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to all of you for having this. Okay, blessings to you folks. Mwah.